My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is July 5th, 2023. It is 1:07 a.m. This is my first recording since coming back from vacation. So I was on Twitter for like an hour and a half just looking at things to share with you. I have some old tweets from while I was on vacation. I bookmarked to share with you. I was looking for them to put on the list so I don't have to search while I'm recording. So I have some old tweets, maybe about 10 of them, just to refresh or to, I guess, to have some sort of a record of it on my channel. But I will not go too deep on them, especially with the Netherlands King apology. I just want to go through it really quickly because while I was on vacation, I was watching one of the Sussex Squad's channel. I think it was Sussex Royal or Royal Sussex. I share the link on my community board, so I would rather you guys just go on his channel to just check it out. If anything, hopefully I remember to put the link in the description for you guys to check it out. All right, so yeah, I have some of these on the list because I just came across them, and while I was on vacation I was going through some issues with my subscribers. So I was sharing with you whatever I was seeing on my phone. So I don't know, now it's going up. What's my, yeah, the estimate is showing almost the same thing as my phone. A lot of things, I had the time, so I was sharing them not only with you. I went on Twitter, tag YouTube and all of that, what's going on with my analytic. So anyway, let's go on Twitter. Okay, so this is from last week, one of the tweets from last week, bookmark to share with you. Okay, and his support, Adam did warn them about underestimating Meghan and the fact she is out of their league. There was one tweet, a long thread he wrote on Twitter. I shared it with you on my not on my community, but in one of my videos, how he support Meghan, how Meghan is not what the UK tabloid is portraying her to be. So I truly respect Patrick for that. Okay, so this is the picture. I don't know if I shared that on my community board while I was on vacation, but I thought it was nice to share it here. Okay, let's see here. People, it's obscene that the royal family, whose newest member is currently growing inside of her, is promoting and amplifying accusation of bullying against a woman who herself was basically forced to flee the UK in order to protect her family and her own mental health. He wrote, in my opinion, this newest chapter and its timing is just another stunning example of the shamelessness of an institution that has outlived its relevance, is way overdrawn on credibility, and apparently bankrupt of decency. He concluded, quote, find someone else to admonish, berate, and torment. My friend Meghan is way out of your league. All right, so I believe People magazine took it from his tweet, because I remember reading that on his tweet. Okay, so it continued. Adam said as Meghan became more recognized and written about in the media, he was sickened to see the endless racist, slanderous, clickbaiting vitriol spewed in her direction from all manner of media across the UK and the world. However, he knew that Meghan was stronger than people realized or understood, and they will regret underestimating her. There it is. Okay, so that's that. I'm telling you, the cast of Suits are just beautiful people inside and out. I do not know them personally, but for them to stick up for Meghan like that, this is where most people will just turn a blind eye. All right, let me read some comment and then move on. Maybe whatever is here. As I watch Suits, I can't help but think of his powerful words. This reverberated with a bang and a boom. And these cultish clowns really wonder why they can't get anyone from Hollywood but relics and irrelevance. They have lost the US. If Chucky wasn't, HOS, President of the United States would ignore. That's in French. I said this all the time. They are far beneath her, and no zillion-pound costing crown will change that fact. It was epic. He is a wonderful friend to his work wifey. Love it or him. Usually when one have kids, especially as a first-time parent, you become a different person. I became stronger and more of a fighter for my child. We even see it in animals protecting their babies from predators. Well, they are all in regret stage. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so there's more comment. Let's move on. Now this is the Netherlands tweet. I put a note next to it, so give me a heads up. The king. Alright, so I'm just gonna read what's there. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'll look for the link of one of the squad's video. You guys go watch it. Okay, I did share it on my community, but I'm not gonna go too deep on that. I also have videos when they went to the Caribbean. Him, his wife, and his first daughter went and did their Caribbean tour. Alright, and I think I have other tweet making reference to him, asking not asking when he wanted them to do a research history of how his family was part of this particular, the slave trade and all of that. So I have a video, and I don't remember which video it is. Okay, hopefully I have a picture of his face on that thumbnails that will give me a reference of it, but I don't remember which video. It was a little bit after the Caribbean tour that he did. Okay, on the 160th anniversary of the abolition of slavery in the Netherlands, King Willem-Alexander has given a speech apologizing for the country's historical involvement in slavery and the effect it still has today. Quote, "On this day that we remember the Dutch history of slavery, I ask forgiveness for this crime against humanity," he said. "As your king and as a member of the government, I make this apology myself, and I feel the weight of the words in my heart and my soul." The monarch added that racism in Dutch society is still a major problem and accepts that many won't like to see him making such an apology. Maybe I should look for what I wrote on my community board. Alright, let me read some of it. Okay, a major contrast to the King of England, whose only accomplishment since his mother died is to use the full resources of the monarchy and taxpayers' fund to attack his son, daughter-in-law, and his grandchildren. A man who understands that the title of king comes with the weight and responsibility to his people. I applaud King Willem-Alexander. Yeah, at least this is a start. There's no specific way of tackling what had happened in the past. At least this is a step forward, and I'm glad he's not following the others' footstep to double or quadruple on the insult of what they've done in the past. Usually it takes one person to make the right decision, and hopefully the others follow. Let's see what Spain will do and other things other monarch will do. Okay, all right, so let's see this one. This one I've been playing. Okay, example of a true leader, leading by example, unlike King Charles that wants to brush everything under the carpet and his palaces built on the backs and sweat of the enslaved. I mean, the thing is that it goes back to some of the things that I've said in the past. Since the king, should I say his grandfather passed, they took over. All right, and I don't think Queen Elizabeth, she didn't raise him, so the institution raised him and mold him into what they want him to be, and now he became a freaking fragile, scared little whatever, you could fill in the blank. All right, so now it's not even, I don't even think he understand. I've said this so many times, he understand his position. Okay, it's 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's see what he said.
We're like the only race of people that they tell us to forget our history. Everybody else to be like, we're going to let you know so it doesn't repeat itself. Don't you forget that shit. That shit's not going to happen. Every other person. And then they'll all ask us to support them in their plight. They just want us to continue to entertain, give them creative ideas so they can steal all of that shit.
Yes.
We are the only motherfuckers that they tell to forget about our history. The shit is so disgusting.
It's disgusting.
When you go to a doctor's office, what's the first thing they do? They pull out your medical history.
Right.
Because we have to assess what is happening now. We got to look back and see, okay, let's see what happened. You were last time you were here, this happened.
Right.
That's how you're able to move forward. They don't use that same philosophy on
true.
African American or African history.
Wow, that's a good analogy on his part here. Yeah, it makes sense. Let's continue.
We are so deeply hated. They hate us so much.
Right, it's so true.
And if they're not making money off of, if they're not benefiting sexually, monetarily, culturally, they don't think of us as
And the
human
reason
beings.
There was a video. I didn't share it because there was some stuff that was said. I don't want to have... it's a bodybuilder who was calling Mexican something. And then in the next video, you see a whole bunch of Mexican who came in front of his door and calling him out. And then another video shows he had to be escorted by police. Okay. If every single black people stand with each other, the insult that they keep on doing to our people will not happen. Guess what? They will think twice before they do that to another Mexican. I spoke about when Trump first got into office. What was the first thing that he did? What he did is he gathered all the gangs. Okay, any groups that will be a challenge to him, because he knew what he was gonna do. Look at January 6th. Just look at from the time he began and to the time he left office. Okay, he took out all the gangs. Okay, as many gangs as he could think of. And then in January 6th, 2021, look what he did. Did he have any opponent to do his things? Because all of them were on the same page trying to take down the government. If they had succeeded, they would be rampaging through every... I mean, they're still working toward it. They will rampaging every communities and do whatever they want and all of that. Okay, they took out the gangs first, so they don't have any one to stop them. Okay, and then look at what happened in January 6th. So that video I will not share it. Okay, I did say I want to go to my community board to check what I've said regarding the Netherlands, Netherlands. Let's see. These I just put before I started recording. Is that this one? No, this were recently. That's me coming today. Other things. Oh, I think this is it. All right, I hope I remember. How do I view it? Okay, that's it. Okay, this is what I wrote regarding that. And okay, so I have what is it, Royal Sussex video on here. Okay, I'm still away. That's when I was on vacation. I'm still away enjoying... oh my goodness, my spelling. Okay, enjoying time with the... let's fix it. Oh my lord. Okay, enjoying time with the family. I just watched Royal Sussex video regarding King of the Netherlands speech to slavery. I have some video mention his Caribbean tour. I hope all the squad and others watch this video. There is no blueprint on how we move forward with healing from slavery. The way forward is acknowledge the past and hope to move forward differently and peacefully. His way is his best way of healing the past. Others will have their way. Their best way will always be the acknowledgement of the wrong and the unjust that was done. It takes one person's action in order for others to follow suit. Let's hope. Oh my goodness, that was on my phone, so let's hope for the best. Okay, so this is the link of the video that I was talking about. Okay, so I hope I remember to come here to get the link. All right, so that's that. Let's move on to the next tweet. And I see it's a video. I think I have an idea. Okay, so this one was since July 3rd. Okay, so let's see here. It's a retweet. Okay, it's a retweet of a retweet. So I'll go into that as well. Still waiting to hear the reason why Meghan needs to be spoken about on British television every single day. Okay, let's listen to this and read some of the comment here, then go into that and read some of the comments. Okay, I didn't listen to that even though I bookmark it.
that requires this level of treatment? Name them. Name them.
Awful lot wrong to run.
Name one.
Read the papers.
No, I won't read the papers. You name one. You're in defence of it, so name one.
I'm in defence of it because I personally think that the woman is manipulative.
On what basis? Do you have an act that she has done that's been manipulative that you can recall?
The very acts and the things that she said, she has been a proven pathological liar.
Okay, now I see what's going on. So he's calling her out to give a reason why she believed whatever it is that she believed. Okay, so now I see where this is coming from. Okay.
And it's proven fact.
So this is my concern. There's nothing ever specific.
Not liking somebody.
No, it's fine to not like somebody, but it's baseless.
You can keep
It's
talking.
baseless.
Hang on. Let's just talk. I understand. I do understand you're going to get to a stalemate here.
Exactly.
You don't like her,
No.
and you can't see the reasons why she doesn't like
I'd
her.
love anyone to give me a reason why.
Is there any? Well, you do in a sense because you've got to justify. But it's just that the papers have told you that she's a bad person. Is that it?
No, I know it was my own personal opinion.
Okay, so if it's your own personal reason, have you met her for you to come with that conclusion? What have she done to you for you to hate her? Hate is a very strong word. So what did Meghan do to her for her to feel the way that she did? Okay, I think this is the same thing the other gentleman is asking her, to give him a reason why she doesn't like Meghan or hate Meghan, whatever word she's using.
When I said, and you keep on about the woman of colour, I can tell you now, and look me straight in the eye, I didn't think she was a woman of colour. I just thought she was an extremely attractive woman. And basically, she got Mexican, Spanish, Puerto Rican.
What the hell? Meghan, not that I'm aware of. I don't think Meghan has all of these in her background. But then again, who am I to know? But these people think they know everything.
Woman of colour. I don't think anybody in this country actually even took that in. I thought she was
So you didn't see her
beautiful.
then?
She seemed intelligent. I watched the wedding. I thought it was all wonderful. And as I've said before, when she came on with the Fab Four, and I said to my secretary, and I'm repeating this, I know, but I said, this is a breath of fresh
Do you
air.
see me?
Then she
Do
opened
you
her
see
mouth
me
and
as a
I-
black man?
Sorry?
Do you see me here as a
No,
black
I
man?
just think of you as an irritating man.
Well, no, but
You're
do you
black.
see me though?
I don't think.
Do you see me? Do you see me?
He's irritating to her because he's asking reasonable question. That's what it is. He's not buying her nonsense.
Me here. Do you
Yes,
see me?
I
And you
have.
can observe that I have black skin, so you've observed that.
What's the point? What's the point?
It matters. This is the whole
What's
point.
it
You
that-
can't say it
matters to
doesn't
you
matter.
because you've
It
kept on.
matters.
It matters to you because you've kept on and on from the minute we started about bringing in colour, bringing in pride to everything.
It matters to the lived experience of real people.
It
And when they tell you it matters, you have a choice to respond or not.
So
Anyway, let me read some of the comment here. She's using a title which belongs to the British people. Maybe she should give up the title. She's still married to Harry. Then Harry and Meghan, they wanted to relinquish the title. What the F? Okay, so there's 33 comments in that. She's using a title that belongs to her husband, who is British. The Duchess of York has a title despite being divorced from her husband. So we all hear about her every day on TV. So we hear about, okay, here, I guess. We hear about her every day on TV and the papers. You don't think the constant scrutiny of Meghan is excessive? How odd. Alright, there's this. Come on, I think the contradiction is that even if she can use the title, why does she go around brandishing it? I mean, if I want to, I could call her based on her title. She's not telling I never heard Meghan saying, I'm Meghan, Duchess of this. I don't know. Some squad are more out there than I am. I never heard or come across a video where Meghan is introducing herself, Meghan herself, where she opened her mouth saying, hi, I am Meghan, Duchess of whatever. I never heard her. But you can force someone to call her based on her title. The people who introduced her, they the one who decided because it is her title. My goodness. Okay, that's this here. Her title is associate to her husband. He is the only reason she has it, and I know how she feels about him. Okay, there's the laugh. Wow, good on our handsome black gentleman for challenging this woman who doesn't know what she is about and what she is saying. Sheer hatred. Are not one or both Boris Johnson and Prince Andrew pathological liars? Yet I have seen this woman defend them on this very show like they are her sons. Wait, they're just white and English. I mean, they're all a baggage for God. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's go into that. I wanted. Oh, there is more. So let's listen. 30 seconds left. Let's see here.
When they tell you it matters, you have a choice to respond or not.
So that matters to me, but I don't ask, do you see me? Do you see me? Because I'm old.
No, but how can you not see? I can't ignore the fact that you're of a different generation to me. I can't ignore that fact and then speak to you as if it doesn't matter.
I don't judge people.
Matters.
I don't judge people by their
Well, you
colour.
just miss me.
But I think
You're green. I care what comes out of their mouth, and I don't like what comes out of your
I asked you to
mouth.
quote a thing that came out of her
But
mouth.
is it not? We're raised.
Oh Lord. Okay, also most of the people who hate her are racist. Okay, I can name them for you if you want. Okay, I'm all ears. What is that? What is she talking about? Okay, it's been nearly 24 hours and we still don't have those reasons. What's up? Okay, 15 hours, 14 hours. Okay, you might as well. Since the woman on the television couldn't for the life of her expand her view beyond one-sided newspaper who sell out for the mention of money, please, the floor is all yours. Okay, the floor is yours. Okay, is this the psychosis happening? The Duchess of Sussex is not British head of state or prime minister. British media psychosis is forced to obsession her. Gosh, the suspense. I'm on the edge of my seat. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on. They're still talking about her. I think in one of the tweets, and I think I put something that was based on the caption, Meghan is the Queen of England or something like that. Next tweet. Alright, so let's pause. Okay, the maths aren't mathing for people anymore. Alright, so she retweeted that. I just love these TikTok episodes by young people who aren't fooled by the toxic British media. Okay, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, I forgot. You'll be seeing screenshot, okay? I cannot let the video just run like this. YouTube will flag it. But pay attention. Listen to what is being said. That's all.
Thanks. Imagine if Meghan had this happen to her. Now imagine you're Kate and it happens often. And I'm not even including the one where she actually mooned people on an engagement. I'm not even going to show the picture. I'm not even going to show the blurred version. I don't want people to report my account. And not only does she get to move on, they are constantly sweeping everything she does under the rug that could be critiqued.
As I'm listening to her, I've seen the squad share this type of information before regarding her not wearing underwear and stuff like that. Maybe perhaps this is the culture. I mean, I'm sorry for all of the good Brits. I'm sorry. But it seems like, oh, okay, let me put it differently. Maybe the social class that she is part of, the elites, the higher social class, this is what they do. They think it's normal. Just on the facade, they just place themselves as the elites and all of that. They have money, but deep inside, this is the kind of things that they think it's normal. They do. They feel like it's okay, and they think maybe because they that elite, it's okay. I don't know. As I'm saying, it just doesn't even make sense to me, because this is pure nasty. It's just pure nasty. At first, it sounds so perfectly in my head until I start saying it. It doesn't sound good at all. But she kept on doing it. My goodness. And then the papers, like she's saying here, they swept it under the rug. Okay? And you don't hear that woman from that previous video talking about things like this. So you could see in what category she's at. The same mindset. Dirty. Nasty. Bottom feeders.
She married William in 2011. She has not done more than 145 engagements per year. For context, in 1985, when William was the same age as George was in 2016. Princess Diana did 299.
Wow.
In 2020, when she did a virtual engagement, she was caught in an embarrassing situation when they told her, "You haven't visited us since 2012 in 8 years."
I have that. I love this video. The guy at that particular place in front of the video couldn't wait to say, "It's been certain amount of time you haven't showed up." I have that video. I'll show you what she's talking about.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking at, it's been a while since I last visited. So yeah, definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last here.
No. It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
Probably didn't hear about it because this is the type of puff pieces that were written about her when she did that engagement. Like, it's just so crazy to me that Kate can be the least busy of all senior royals, constantly made blunders like this. Didn't start her own solo project until September of 2018, seeing a couple of her charities shutting down or partially shutting down, and she's allowed to move on from the.
I've shared this information with you guys before. I have screenshot of her charities shutting down.
These mistakes, which I do understand is a curse in and of itself, that she has to constantly stay silent, do nothing, and be perfect. However, Meghan is dragged through the mud for seemingly anything and everything. In one of my recent videos, someone made a comment about Charles's 70th garden party birthday. They were discussing a rumor as if it was a fact. Like, imagine the Daily Mail debunking you and debunking that rumor, and you still going around and believing it as a fact.
I know. Oh my God. I keep on saying this. I don't put it the way she put it, but I'm saying they know. They say things to the tabloid. They know what's true and what's not true. But yet, when it is printed on the paper, it's like they completely forgot they were part of the process of having it on the paper. I know. I can never understand this thing. These people are crazy.
Like, I just keep remembering when the South Park episode aired and the British media and the Rota just like whipped themselves up into a frenzy, and they literally feasted on that
I know.
for days and weeks and possibly months. And that's what Meghan Markle has to deal with versus Kate, where for every one of these,
I know. I didn't even bother sharing that. The nonsense that went on, as if a freaking cartoon is real life. I just can't believe it. Yeah, I know exactly what she's talking about.
12 of these puff pieces, and vice versa with Meghan. For every one good story about her, you get about, honestly, like 100 bad ones.
Yeah. Alright, so let's read some of the comments. Okay. I'm waiting for the day when someone does a video with all the labels racist British media use for Meghan and show us all the instances where you can objectively apply those labels to Kate. Social climber, check. Yacht girl, check. Gold digger, check. Lazy, check. Liar, check. Let's see. Did somebody although it has to be said, Meg not a gold digger. Yacht girl, lazy, actually she's not any of that list. It described Mrs. Chamberbridge to a T though. Alright, let's go back, read some more comments. Yep, it's a beautiful thing, ain't it? And it's ironic because those clowns have brought it on themselves. All they have to do is just keep Meghan Markle's name out of their mouths, but they can't seem to do that. So they stuck having to continue to watch her live her best life in California. There's this. Okay, after this, that's it. The next one is a commercial. Leave working mothers alone. People with 3 kids often struggle to balance all their needs with work. In the early years, kids need parental input from one of their attachment figures to remain emotionally healthy. Don't criticize women for choosing to prioritize kids. Oh my God. This is... Okay, let's pretend this is true. I agree with this person, but what we have seen so far, okay, I try not to bring what happened to the Jubilee as a form. Okay, oh my God. Okay, let me read some of the comments here. Oh please, Kate is not your typical working mother. Oh, let's not forget that as well. Okay, let me get whatever it is that I'm thinking out there. The Jubilee thing, the way that little boy was behaving, I specifically said I think I know why he was behaving like that, because the mother kept on coming on his face. If she had left him alone, because when you have a toddler with you in an event, the best thing the toddler could do is sit his ass down and just be in his little world. But she consistently was on his face until he got tired of her. Okay, so if someone knew about this, if she was that, whatever this tweet just said, she should have known. The other thing is, there was a video that I came across not too long ago, could have been sometime last month. What is it? She was supposed to put, was it a diaper she was supposed to do? Something she had to do for a child. It's not the egg thing, the flipping thing, not that one. Okay, this is another level of things as well, but that's not the one that I'm thinking. I think she was supposed to put a diaper or something on a mannequin or a baby mannequin or something. She couldn't do it. Okay, now I'll give her a pass on this, because she has people who's helping her to do this kind of thing. But when you see comments like this, it forces people to say certain things. Okay, because I remember when I had my first child, you know, the way you wrap the baby with the cloth to keep the baby warm as if the baby was still in the womb. I couldn't do it. My husband mastered it. Every time I wanted to do it, I call my husband. Okay, so I could understand that. But sometimes when these people are pushing this kind of thing, saying this nonsense, making excuses for her, it pushes people to say certain things. Alright, so let's read what's there and then move on. Okay, oh please, Kate is not your typical working mother and all her children are school age. She can do an hour or two engagement 2 miles from her home. Okay, and now her children are older, she will be able to conduct more engagement, and in case you hadn't noticed, she is doing. Okay, considering Kate Middleton as working mother itself is a slap on the face of working mothers. I mean, cutting ribbon and going places where they're telling her, you know, giving her hint, when you go to charity, don't go empty-handed, you know. Instead, I'm still learning. She's been there for how long? I don't know. Okay, consider, okay, there's that. Kate has a staff that does all the hard work. The only thing Kate has to do is smile for the camera. Ma'am, this is not about working mothers. This is about pitting two women against each other with selective standard. Alright, let's go to the next one. Now we are about IPSO. The next tweet. What I'm covering now is what was happening while I was on vacation. Okay, so there's this here. There was one specific tweet that I was looking for. I can't find it, but this one is close enough. Plenty of senior figures at The Sun could have stopped the publication of Clarkson column about Meghan Markle. None did. This was allowed to be published because the press is not properly regulated. Did I respond to it, or was it on my community board? Let's see. I think I put something on my... Oh, there it is. This is... Let me read what I wrote here. Okay. I saw this tweet conversation regarding Jeremy Clarkson. This was allowed to be published because the press has the same views. They believe and operate the same way. It's not just because it's not properly regulated, all in one. Okay, so that was my comment regarding that, and I still believe it. There's about 21 comment on it, so if you guys want, go check it out. Okay, on my community board. Alright, so let's read some of the comment here. Clarkson is besties with Camilla, and the lead editor of The Sun met with Charles after the Queen died. Not only that, all the parties that they go to, and what was it? Was it a couple days before he did that piece? They had some holiday luncheon or something like that. Okay, regulate the press is state-run press. Alright, let's see here. There's 2 comments under that. And the press that is not subject to any form of regulation is nothing more than a rat-infested slum teeming with vipers. As things stand, all you have to do is take a look at the way things are shaping up in the British tabloid by way of example. Yep, and it's your choice whether to read it or not. There's a thumbs up. And the issue comes when they are used as propaganda tool by an authoritarian regime or feudal lord. The rules are in place to ensure that the coverage is grounded in verifiable facts, A truly independent and accountable media is objective in nature. I don't know. By now, I really don't. Meghan stepped over there and she saw how infested this place is, and they stepped right out. I mean, it's crazy over there. All right. How can the one thing that I know for a fact is that the institution, okay, whoever's in power, they make sure they cover all of their bases. Their bodies are in the right places. When one thing happen, you pretend you like it's like check and balance kind of thing. They pretend they're checking the other one, and then they just turn a blind eye, give the public hope, and then boom, fall in line, pretend there's nothing to see here. All right, let's see here. How can the British press be regulated when those who suppose to be protecting the public are in bed with Rupert Murdoch? The country is a laughingstock and an embarrassment. Let's see this one. Okay, it's very well written. Just pause and read it. Okay, I'm already 30 something minutes. All right, let's read whatever's there and then move on. I think you're in on news. Who's that? Anonymous News needs to look into the whole British media. I mean, right now, believe me, nothing is gonna change. Absolutely nothing is gonna change right now, because all the right people, all the friends, all the buddies are on the same page. Okay, they just gonna turn a blind eye, and then the pocket is gonna be filled. They're gonna be filling their pockets. Okay, so nothing is gonna change. If the people of the UK, when it's time to vote, they keep on voting the same people, you're gonna hear when it's time for election, racism is the main issue. They can't keep the immigrants are coming to take their job. The same cycle of things keep the people afraid. Meanwhile, who's in freaking power? Okay, not the immigrants. So nothing is gonna change if the people don't make the right decision when it's time to vote, because there are some good Brits politicians who's willing to make the change, but the people are not voting for them. Okay, it was published because they wanted it to be published. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Really can't be blocked at any point by senior staff, but wasn't. The tabloid mindset is the story worth more than it will cost? If yes, they'll print it. Okay, why did the BBC News put the exact offended word up on the screen during their reporting of this penalty? And have you seen the direct story front page of The Sun on this? They really are frightened of being held to account on this and put the blame on the victim instead. I mean, by this point, if the people knows the situation, the pattern, the blueprint, okay, I don't know, but they keep on repeating the same thing. Okay, it is just that one article that has worried me as an observer over the last year. It is the constant negative article publishing that seems to have become an obsession in some tabloid. If this does have the king's approval, then I can only feel less and less supportive of royal family. I mean, I don't know. Majority, at least me, just starting to look, well, it's been a couple of years now, looking into the royal family. You see the thing that's happened. Well, sometimes it's different when you in it than when you're not in it. So okay, let me give that a pass. Sometimes when you in it, you have a different perspective than when you're outside of it. Like for instance, I'm here outside looking what's happening in the UK, then I could see it. The same way, probably besides the gun issue, there's probably other things that is happening. I don't see it as a huge problem, but people outside of the United States will see it as a problem. But the gun is a major problem. That I'm fully aware. The racism is another. I'm fully aware of that. But there are probably other small little things I'm probably not aware. Some people outside of the US will see it. So I'll give that person a pass on that. Okay, 90% of the people who insist Meghan needed the royal family to be relevant can name all the Queen's grandchildren if you held a gun to their heads. Meghan made the Windsors relevant to an international audience in a way it hasn't been since Diana's death. Okay, so she retweeted that I wrote about Meghan Markle's mistakes. Okay, what is her mistake? For loving Harry and marry him? Okay, let's see here. Bill Simon has no opinion about Sophie or Edo because he and his fans don't even know who they are. Most of the Twitter discourse after the Queen's funeral consisted of, wait, who is that? I like the part in Spare when Meghan was asking who was holding the Queen's purse, and it was Andrew. Okay, forget the grandchildren. Prior to Meghan, most only thought she had 3 children. And that is true. What is it? There was that video where I came across those Brits, black Brits, didn't even know who most of the children were. Yeah, most people younger than 40 had never heard of Andrew until the Epstein scandal resurfaced. That's for sure. Okay, I remember all the last 20 years of the British royal family. They were relevant. I remember the media talking about young William and Harry. That is for sure because of Diana. Following William and Kate, Meghan transformed all of this in a trashy soap opera. Nah. What was the trashy soap opera that she did? What was it? What did she do? Besides all the nonsense. Oh my God. When you think, when these people, let me see. When these people, that's probably one of those, what is it, bats. When these people put things like that, it makes you wonder, what is the mindset in the UK? For the amount of nonsense that goes on, they throw under the rug, pretend the abuse of children and all of that. It makes you wonder what is going on. Okay, I remember this. Does this person put that? Okay, no, she really didn't. Their popularity was rising again well before Meghan. From where? Came on the scene. I mean, I wasn't really following them that much until Meghan came in, and then the nonsense they kept on writing about her made me look twice. You want me to list late Queen's grandchildren as nicely, and we don't give about them. We only care about Harry. That's good enough. We don't know about the others. We don't care. The rest of the UK could mind the rest. But for us, outside of the UK, we care about Harry. I knew about the Ardent production. That wasn't nice. Oh my God. They've always been popular with older conservative. The only Zara people under the age of 40 and international audiences know is the store. Okay, can you name all 8? Who the hell are they? Who's 8? 8 of what? 90% of the people didn't know that Edward, the current Duke of Edinburgh, was the Queen's last son. I didn't know. You know why I know? It's about later when I'm finding about Ford Fiesta and all of that, and I knew who Edward was. But anyway, let's move on. People don't really care. I mean, the UK might know. Let's give credit where credit is due. But outside of the UK, nobody give a F. Well, I should not say nobody. Majority of people don't give a F about the Queen's children. Okay, yep, 1993, Edward Windsor started Ardent Production. I saw this, and I think it's under the comment of what I was reading before because of this. Let's see here. The link of this article will be on the description. I don't know how long it is, but I wanted to look into it. What is that? Okay, let's see here. England's Edward the filmmaker. Hello, I'm Edward Windsor, the friendly young businessman says, and there's something in his tone that tells you this is more than a simple greeting. Rather, those 4 words constitute a statement of identity and declaration of independence. Okay, so that was back in 1998. Okay, his business card identified the 34-year-old Cambridge graduate as managing director of Ardent Production Limited, a small film company that runs out drama and documentaries for TV network. But in Britain's royalty-obsessed media, the man who calls himself Edward Windsor is more commonly known by his official title, His Royal Highness Prince Edward Anthony Richard Louis, the youngest child of Queen Elizabeth II. His title and his birthright afford Prince Edward a bachelor apartment at London's most exclusive address, Buckingham Palace, a lavish estate, and a palace of his own here in the rolling green countryside south of the city, an annual allowance from his mom of $165,000, plus all the global travel he might like on royal yachts and planes. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll read it on my own. The link will be in the description. I wanted to know more about the Ardent production. That's all. Okay, so there's this here. All right, because I'm almost an hour. Let's go to the next tweet. If there's anything specific when I do read it, I'll create another video for it. All right, next tweet. Because I already did a video, 2 videos about it, where I read some stuff where he started with millions of pounds. People were investing into that Ardent production, and then 8 years into it, it was lost and lost and lost and lost. And I don't know how he remained in production for that long when every year he was doing loss, until I came across a Rachel Maddow video talking about Trump's tax papers or tax things and his businesses, and I put one and one together, and I was like, maybe that's why he said it was lost, and eventually it was shut down. Okay, next tweet. This is another thing that was going on while I was on vacation. Okay, while the haters are bothered, Harry and Meghan are unbothered. They are enjoying their happy married lives in sunny California. Spare Meghan, toxic British media. So I saw this. I think they were out and about, just relax, doing that thing. Look at Harry. All right, so let's see what some people are saying. P.S. Tons of expat British live in Florida, a cesspool of retired UK conservative like the right-wing Cubans. I noticed this when hanging out at a local Brit themed pub, and UK travel mags had tons of expat org for Brits in Florida. Thank God Harry and Meghan didn't move there. Okay, thanks for sharing that. I didn't know. Okay, not Harry and Meghan out here wearing a California hat in my hometown of Santa Barbara and pulling off the casual tucked in just above belt buckle look flawlessly. Oh, Meghan, look fabulous too. All right, so there's that. Not at all staged, look very genuine and spontaneous. There's a laugh. Okay, look. Love is love, hon. They always have to come and say their nonsense. Okay, you are the one that brought them up. Okay, who's what? Who's that? Yet you are here. May I help you? The squad or something. May I help you? Okay, isn't this what they have been doing for 4 years, enjoying life and not working and not meeting their commitment, just like life with money? What is this? What are they talking about? Did they forget all the awards that they get? The Spotify thing that they did? Oh my Lord. Okay, let's put this here. Let's go into that. Okay, so that's this. I thought that was the royal family. LOL. Harry and Meghan are not taxpayers funded. The designer clothes she wears are earned. The home they live in is earned. The security they have is earned. The lawyers they pay for are earned. The trips they take are earned. That's for sure. Let's see here. Thanks for this reply. Meghan and Harry earn and deserve everything they have or enjoy. I agree. Alright, so there's the squad who came and I don't know. They still think they're working for the royal family. Okay, let's isn't this what 4 years? Okay, let's black. When you see people like this, just black. Okay, Harry look embarrassed by the planned pap walk. Oh my God. Okay, he seemed to be embarrassed by a lot of things his wife does. Okay, so why doesn't he move back to the UK? If this is that. Okay, there's that. Mindy, stop hating. I know, right? Nothing says happiness like calling a paparazzi. Alright, they trying to get away from them. Why will they call that? Black. Okay, or you know them personally, or do you know the pap who took the pics? LOL. Okay, and even more happy are their respective team of high-priced lawyers get up for divorce proceeding. Okay, are they talking about the how do you call this, the other brother? What is wrong with these people? Oh Lord. Okay, let me move on because this is, I don't want to waste time on this nonsense. Alright, let's go to the next one. This one I see Elton John. This one I didn't even bother posted on my community board, but it was worth to share with you here. It's only 27 seconds. Okay, quote, she, Princess Diana, had this incredible ability, which he, Prince Harry, kind of inherit, to make ill people feel that everything's gonna be alright. Sir Elton John. Alright, so you're gonna be seeing little screenshot here and there because this is a video. I can't just let it run. Okay, 27 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, she had an energy. She
Look at her
radiated.
face in every photograph. There's a positive, wonderful glow. Also, she had this incredible ability, which he kind of inherited, and I told him that, and he said, thanks very much, to make people feel at ease and make them feel that everything's going to be all right. I haven't experienced many people in my life who have that ability, but she could walk into a room of people and make them feel as if everything was great.
Yeah. I mean, she had an energy. She
Look at her face in every photograph.
It's funny how you see Harry just listening right here. Look at him, taking it all in. Elton John is a true friend. Okay, Harry will always be the people's prince. There's some images. There's that, Dren and Victus. I think this woman passed, I heard somewhere in one of the tweets that I read a while back. There's this playing with the kids. This little girl looks so cute. Bubbles. Kids love bubbles. My youngest, oh my god, bubbles. Everything bubbles. Yesterday we were at the dock. My son was fishing with my husband and I went and joined them. This father walked in with at least 2, 4, I would say 6 kids the most, and 1 toddler. And while he's helping one of the kids, the toddler is, you know, using the bubble stick, trying to push it in the water. And me and my husband were looking at, we like screaming at the father, look at the baby, he's about to fall in. I mean, there should at least be 2 people over there with him. There were too many kids for him to watch all at once. I mean, he was doing his best to keep an eye on everybody, but the baby almost fell in. Okay, that Harry doesn't exist anymore. That version of him disappeared the day he met his manipulative control. Oh my god, these people. Let's read some of the comment under that and see what. Please do yourself a favor and take some time to watch on YouTube. Tyler Perry was right about the royal family. You will learn how the Windsor propaganda machine operates. Us oldies have seen it all before. When they destroy Diana, they are repugnant. Still, suck it up, lol. You are so right. Okay, so I'm reading this to see who I should block, because these people, they love to come on the squad things and say their nonsense. There's more here, but the thing that they want Harry to go back to is the drinking, is for the others to manipulate him, use him to pop up the other one. This is what they want. They want to go back to that. All right, Harry doesn't exist anymore. All right, so let's block. All right, we know the old Harry doesn't exist anymore. All right, what is that? Okay, Harry is and has always been the only Diana legacy. What interview is this, please? There's that. Okay, the longing at the very end of Harry's face for his mom got me right in the field. This is the part where I rewind to say, look at him listening. Okay, he looks like he was fighting back tears at the end. Okay, I'm not the only one who saw that. Okay, I just adore Elton, extraordinaire. Great clips, thanks for sharing. Well said, exactly. All right, so there's more comment. Let's move on. This is my last one. I see wedding. What is that wedding about? Looks like I'm gonna do another video regarding more recent tweets. Okay, oh yes, this is a video. Okay, so let me just read the caption. It explains what this video is about. Okay, on August 6, 2016, after his first trip with Meghan, Prince Harry attended the wedding of his cousin George McCorkle in South Africa, when the groom tossed the garter, a tradition similar to tossing a bouquet but for men. Harry ran to catch it and he caught. Okay, and he caught it. The man wanted to marry so bad. There's the laugh. I'm sorry, there's gonna be some clips, screenshot here and there. Is there audio? No, there was no audio. Okay, so there's Harry running here. There, he got it. He got it. So this is the women version. She didn't want it. So there's the one for the men. Bam. There's Harry running here. There he is here. And there he is catching it. And he's like, yes. Alright, it's just playing over. Let's see here. The one who caught the bouquet was Harry's cousin Kitty Spencer, Also, I think it was a sign that this garter toss happened just right after Harry met Meghan. I bet he thought about her during that time. There's that. There's 3 comments under that. There's the thumbs up. Yes, he was definitely thinking of Meghan. You know it. Quote, be as late as you want. I ain't moving. Okay. Let's see here. Other snaps from that wedding. Harry among the whole Spencer clan. By the way, the other brother wasn't present. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, so that was her who got married. There's Harry. There's Harry here. Oh, William wasn't there. Okay, so this is how you could tell that Harry still keep in touch with Diana's side of the family. Okay, so there's some picture. There's Harry here. People just having fun in South Africa. That's the wedding. Okay, I think that's Harry. That looks like Harry. Okay, let's see here. OMG, Harry, really? Okay, just look at his face when he caught it. There's a laugh, laughing my ass off. The sheer joy on that man's face. There's a laugh. Also, this is my reminder that his brother once told him that might never happen for you. Shaking my head. Well, here we are now, married with 2 kids. Okay, I thought he was going to tackle someone. I know. There's the laugh. LOL. Harry was the only one who wanted that garter. That's awesome. Harry once he wasn't going to let that woman go. He was ready to catch his luck with Meghan. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I have while I was on vacation. Let's do a prayer for the sake of prayer. What should we pray for? Prayer for moving forward. Okay, any small prayer? No, let's do this one. Okay, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the just take the first step. Martin Luther King Jr. All right, so let's see if there's another image. Whatever is here. Okay, what is done is done. What is gone is gone. One of life's lesson is always moving on. It's okay to look back to see how far you've come, but keep moving forward. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Go on my community board. I've post some stuff while I was on vacation, not just tweet things regarding my channel. I had the time and I was looking at my analytic, and I share some stuff with you, and I will be having Patreon soon. Okay, hopefully, I don't know, I don't want to give a time frame, but I want to work on it. I forgot I did a recording before I left on vacation. Hopefully I edit it and put it. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. And that's it. I'm gonna do another video regarding a more recent tweet that I came across. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness
happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.